Right? I feel like when I feel like I don't belong, my mental health totally plummets. I kind of go into like this dark spot where I'm like, oh, like I don't belong here. I don't know why I'm here. I definitely don't deserve to be here. Even if I do, I sort of start to think like negative thoughts like that.
It's almost hard to put up a fight for yourself.
Right.
We wanted to say that safety and belonging is what, sort of goes over everything that we do. And so we're looking at ways that we can make sure that every one of our students can say, I am known by name, strength, and need in my school.
As human beings, we all have a fundamental need to be seen. We need to know that people get us, and we need to know that people care.
What we have found now for 5-6 years, pretty consistently, about 35% of our 7th grade students we identify as being at medium to high risk based on that suicide screener.
So suicide is the #1 killer of our teen.
Combined with lower rates to access of care.
A mental health service coordination platform called Care Solace.
We're very optimistic. We'll go a long way in reducing barriers to access.
I don't know that I think we are preventing it. What we know is kids that have connections are less likely to commit suicide, and so we're always trying to build those. Also, kids that feel a sense of belonging are better equipped to learn, and that's what we're here to do.
When I do feel like I belong, like I'm happy and I feel motivated to try and be a part of something that's like bigger than just me.
What do you do to know every student by name, strength, and need? Well, clearly I can't know 60,000 students by name, strength, and need. But as the almost 7,000 employees in the district, collectively, we can.
We look for kids that don't have marks, meaning nobody knows anything personal about them, they aren't reaching out to their families, things like that.
It doesn't take technology, it doesn't even take a lot of money. It just takes some collective will and commitment to ensuring that every student can say, yes, I have a trusted adult.
And we will still not meet the needs of all students, and there'll be students that we identify who need more connection, and that's where we would build in some interventions. We know we can't do this alone.
So that's why we have partnerships with local community-based organizations and others. That's why we've made an investment in Care Solace.
In close to 1,000 instances, there has been an appointment where a student is receiving support or a family member is receiving support from a therapist, and we don't have any knowledge of whether that would occur without Care Solace.
I'm grateful that somebody came forward and said that she was in a crisis. I luckily reached out to her counselor so that way the school was on board, and that's when she said, oh, I can get you a referral to Care Solace. And I'm like, okay, let's Care Solace.
When their kid is struggling, they're scared, they're worried, they don't know what to do. We have in the past given them resources and referrals, and they're kind of left to their own devices to access them. The gap has been closed with Care Solace truly helping get families that help that they need.
In a crisis, the timing is detrimental. The speed of everything that happened from the first contact to our first appointment being in only a week was phenomenal. I think I even cried on the phone with Jill when she told me.
We want to spread the word far and wide that this is one more part of the sort of fabric of support that we're trying to weave together across the district and the broader community.
Learning how to prevent suicides, learning how to communicate with people better.
A couple years ago, I was struggling a lot with mental health, and I tried to end my life 3 separate times. Recovering from that and going through a couple years of therapy and just knowing that I wasn't the only one he was dealing with, but I had the resources to overcome that, and a lot of people don't.
And sadly, during my short tenure here as superintendent, we've lost many, many students. And that compels me to listen and learn and do better and get smarter in putting systems in place that will prevent tragedies from happening. And it's my great hope that here in Washoe County, we will do better.